A cold stillness settles over your spirit, Capricorn, deeper than any storm you have faced, heavier than any shadow that has crossed your path. The mountains of your life rise around you, jagged, imposing, yet carved with your relentless endurance, every step a testament to patience, discipline, and quiet labor. Beneath your feet, the ground hums faintly, vibrating with invisible currents, a rhythm of destiny that only the prepared can perceive. If your spirit feels this awakening, stay close, for the currents beneath the surface of your life are stirring, ready to carry you into a surge of abundance you have long imagined but scarcely believed possible. The corridors of your past echo with silent whispers, moments when doors seemed closed, opportunities delayed, and the world appeared indifferent to your effort. Yet each closed door was a marker, each delay a hidden alignment. The key you hold in your hand, worn from years of patient readiness, hums quietly, a vibration that resonates with every careful decision, every calculated move, every night spent enduring shadows alone. Follow this message if it's pulling at you, for these currents are subtle yet unstoppable, and the smallest recognition of their presence may open gates you have long sought to enter. Consider the story of a Capricorn walking a path similar to yours. Warren Buffett, once a young man overlooked by industry, quietly stacking knowledge and observing the rhythm of opportunity, recognized a small alignment in the market that would multiply into unforeseen wealth. Every seemingly insignificant investment, every calculated patience, every delayed gratification, was a step along a corridor that few could see, but he navigated with uncanny precision. Your path mirrors this cadence. Years of unseen preparation, months of patience, and countless quiet choices are converging toward a point of explosive manifestation. The storm above is not merely a tempest, it is a sign, Capricorn, a messenger of transformation. Shadows twist along the mountain ridges, forming contours that mark the invisible paths of opportunity. Every tremor beneath your feet, every flicker of movement in your peripheral vision, every tension in the air resonates with an energy aligned to sudden expansion. Real-life patterns repeat across time. Joseph, betrayed, confined, yet steadfast in faith, rises to Pharaoh's palace, wealth and authority appearing suddenly, in perfect timing with preparation. David, hiding in caves, underestimated, receives elevation at the precise moment divine orchestration intersects with courage. These stories are not distant, they pulse within your own experience, shadows of alignment waiting to be recognized. Your Capricorn traits, patience, discipline, foresight, have been both shield and compass. Each night spent working in obscurity, each rejection endured with silent dignity, each strategic pause has calibrated you to the exact frequency required for sudden manifestation. The key in your hand vibrates with potential. Every shadow you have endured is now a guide rather than an obstacle. Follow the rhythm of your intuition, the subtle nudges that urge movement, for in December, the alignment you have longed for may arrive with sudden, undeniable force. Historical echoes resonate with this pattern. Thomas Edison, after countless failed experiments, aligned persistence, insight, and opportunity in a single moment, bringing forth the light that changed the world. Oprah Winfrey, navigating rejection and doubt, recognized subtle openings that became catalytic, transforming years of labor into explosive wealth and influence. Your journey mirrors these archetypes, Capricorn. The storm, the mountain, the shadows, and the key in your hand are forming the precise conditions for sudden, significant elevation. The air itself vibrates with anticipation, a rhythm that quickens your pulse and tightens your chest. Mountains bend, not to obstruct, but to form bridges. Corridors stretch, doors shimmer faintly with potential. Shadows twist, signaling direction. The storm hums in sync with the hidden pulse of alignment. Real-life stories echo in these moments. Elon Musk observing subtle market shifts that led to extraordinary financial gains, Beyoncé seizing artistic and entrepreneurial moments that compounded into wealth, each example a mirror of disciplined preparation meeting unexpected opportunity. Your path, Capricorn, carries the same vibration. Even biblical patterns affirm this rhythm. Solomon receives wealth and wisdom as a culmination of divine favor and preparation. Joseph's ascent to Egypt's palace is sudden but rooted in years of patience and faith. The Israelites receive provision in the wilderness precisely when trust and obedience intersect. Your journey is not separate from these archetypes. The shadows, the mountains, the keys, the corridors you navigate all echo these principles. The luxury, abundance, and sudden income you seek are poised in the unseen, waiting for recognition, courage, and decisive alignment. The corridors of your life stretch infinitely, yet each turn, each shadow, each glimmer of light marks a threshold. The storm pulses with rhythm, clearing paths previously obscured. The key in your hand hums with energy, vibrating with readiness, responding to the invisible alignment of preparation and divine orchestration. Every night of effort, every careful decision, every act of quiet endurance has shaped the exact resonance required for manifestation. The vehicle of abundance, the financial explosion you have long imagined, hovers just beyond perception, waiting for recognition. Your heart beats in sync with the hidden rhythm of timing. Every shadow you have endured is a map, every mountain climbed a guide, every storm survived a channel. The key warms in your palm, responding to readiness and alignment. Real-life reflections appear in history. Alexander the Great, venturing into unknown lands with storms raging above and betrayal lurking within, recognizes subtle patterns and seizes opportunity, leaving behind wealth, influence, and legacy. Your journey mirrors this energy. Preparation and opportunity are converging, yet the final step remains veiled in shadow. Consider the Capricorn entrepreneur, laboring silently, building skill, network, and insight. One seemingly ordinary conversation or contract, appearing suddenly, catalyzes transformation. Wealth, abundance, and sudden income manifest in alignment with preparation. The luxury, the tangible symbol of success you have long imagined, approaches from the unseen corridors, its presence hinted at through subtle signs, intuitive nudges, and a growing rhythm of possibility. Follow this message if it's pulling at you, for the currents of alignment are moving in ways imperceptible, yet inevitable. The storm bends to reveal the mountain's contours, faint glimpses of corridors illuminated by flashes of insight. Shadows shift. No longer to obscure but to guide, the key vibrating as it recognizes your readiness. The pulse in your chest quickens, the energy thickens around your shoulders, and the anticipation is palpable. Biblical and historical patterns converge in this rhythm. Patient endurance, unseen preparation, and spiritual alignment meet the moment of decisive action. Your Capricorn spirit, honed by discipline and foresight, resonates perfectly with the arrival of sudden financial breakthrough. The mountain bends subtly beneath your feet, forming a bridge where once there was only jagged rock. Corridors stretch outward, doors shimmer faintly, shadows pulse with subtle guidance. The storm hums with rhythm, clearing a path for unseen opportunity. The key is warm, insistent, alive. Every sacrifice, every patient night, every hidden struggle converges in this suspended moment, aligning preparation, timing, and readiness. The luxury you have envisioned, the explosion of income, the tangible manifestation of effort and faith, is poised just beyond the threshold. Real-life echoes deepen the resonance. Denzel Washington taking pivotal roles after years of struggle, Oprah seizing unexpected openings, Elon Musk observing market alignment and acting decisively, Thomas Edison discovering light through patient labor, each story mirroring the archetype of sudden manifestation following preparation. Shadows twist to reveal pathways, storms part to form corridors, and the key vibrates with energy. The mountain bends, the door shimmers faintly, inviting recognition, action, and alignment. Your Capricorn spirit senses the rhythm, the subtle vibrations that others cannot perceive. Every shadowed hour, every burden carried, every patient night has prepared this precise moment. The storm above mirrors the tension within. Corridors stretch, doors hum, and the key responds to the alignment you have cultivated. The luxury, the income, the tangible reward you have long envisioned hovers just beyond perception, poised to manifest the instant recognition meets decisive action. The chamber beyond the door shimmers faintly, a mixture of promise and challenge. Shadows stretch across the floor, the storm pauses at the edges, the key thrums with life. Every act of preparation, every night spent in patience and unseen effort converges in this suspended moment. The mountain, the corridors, the locked door all align perfectly. The key is warm, insistent, alive with energy, as if it knows what is coming. And as your hand rises, poised to turn it, the air thickens, humming with ancient, unstoppable force, signaling that what is about to arrive will surpass every expectation, and the moment of revelation hovers just out of reach. The door quivers, shadows twist in anticipation, the storm hums with rhythm, and the key vibrates, alive with life. Destiny presses against your shoulders, corridors pulse, mountains bend subtly, and the luxury you have long imagined shimmers faintly beyond perception. Every trial endured, every sacrifice carried, every quiet night spent in preparation aligns perfectly with the moment of manifestation. And in the suspended breath before your hand completes the turn, energy coils around you, alive, insistent, and unstoppable, ready to deliver the sudden, undeniable financial explosion that has been quietly, patiently, and relentlessly prepared for over the years. A hush falls over the world around you, Capricorn, a silence thick with unseen movement, where every shadow, every flicker of light, every tremor beneath your feet carries a secret message. The mountains that have loomed, cold and relentless, are not merely obstacles, they are ancient sentinels, carved by time to test endurance, patience, and vision. Beneath the rough stone, unseen currents of opportunity pulse, vibrating with the rhythm of your life, ready to intersect with the careful work, the late nights, and the quiet sacrifices you have long carried. Follow this message if it's pulling at you, for these currents are subtle yet inexorable, and they signal the approach of a transformative financial surge that cannot be ignored. The shadows stretch long and twisting across the corridors of your past, marking moments where patience met doubt and discipline confronted hesitation. Each door you once found closed, each path that seemed blocked, has been shaping the very space through which sudden opportunity will now move. Your Capricorn spirit knows the weight of endurance, the quiet fortitude required to carry unseen burdens, and it is this very fortitude that prepares you to receive what is coming. Real-life echoes resonate here. Consider Jay-Z navigating Brooklyn streets filled with limits, observing, learning, calculating, until a single alignment of insight and action propelled him into extraordinary wealth and influence. Your journey mirrors this cadence, every step measured, every choice deliberate, every shadow endured with silent wisdom. Storm clouds gather at the edges of perception, shifting and churning with the electricity of unseen forces. The air carries tension that is not fearful but alive, vibrating in response to currents that your intuition can detect. This is the rhythm of preparation meeting opportunity, the dance of patience and divine timing. Biblical resonance hums through the hidden spaces. Joseph, confined and betrayed, suddenly elevated to Pharaoh's palace, the dreams he carried in secret becoming tangible reality. David, hiding in caves, underestimated and plotted against, elevated by a moment of divine orchestration. Each story is mirrored in your own life, shadows of preparation, corridors of patience, mountains of endurance, all aligned for a sudden, unforeseen manifestation. Your inner awareness tightens, sensing the subtle signs, the key in your hand, warm and resonant, vibrating softly, a guide through the storm, through the shadows, through the corridors where opportunity waits. The mountain, long an unyielding barrier, begins to bend subtly under the weight of unseen alignment. Historical patterns appear, Alexander the Great facing unknown lands, storms above and betrayal lurking below, yet moving with intuition and audacity that bends circumstance itself. Every step, every calculated pause, every silent night of preparation is converging toward a threshold that is both inevitable and hidden. If your spirit feels this awakening, remain close, for the currents are aligning in ways that will change everything. Real-life stories whisper through the corridors of possibility. Oprah Winfrey, dismissed and underestimated, recognizing a subtle conversation or opening that catalyzed decades of wealth and influence. Elon Musk, observing imperceptible market shifts that led to transformative gains. Beyoncé, sensing a pivotal moment to act, transforming labor into exponential wealth. Your Capricorn energy resonates with these archetypes, disciplined and patient, reading signs others cannot. Preparing to move when the unseen moment arrives. Shadows twist not to conceal but to guide, the storm hums with rhythm, and the key in your hand vibrates with the energy of imminent change. The tension rises, palpable, almost visible, threading through the mountain peaks and shadowed valleys. The corridors extend endlessly, yet faint glimmers of light trace the path forward. The storm, heavy and tumultuous, carries purpose rather than chaos, shaping channels through which manifestation can flow. Every ounce of patience, every sacrifice carried quietly, every careful observation of the unseen rhythms of life has prepared the space for a sudden elevation. Historical resonance deepens, Thomas Edison, after countless failures, finally striking the precise alignment of insight, persistence, and timing, producing light that reshaped the world. Your path follows the same archetype, preparation converging with unseen alignment, poised for sudden impact. Psychological tension coils within, the familiar Capricorn caution intertwined with readiness for decisive movement. The shadows that once obscured are now guideposts, the mountains that once loomed are forming bridges, the storms that once rattled your spirit pulse with unseen rhythms of potential. Real-life examples continue. Warren Buffett, silently stacking knowledge and observing opportunity until a single alignment produced exponential wealth. Denzel Washington, taking roles that at first glance seemed ordinary, catalyzed recognition and financial transformation. Your journey is mirrored in these narratives: discipline, intuition, and patience preparing for a sudden, unexpected elevation that feels both frightening and exhilarating. Biblical patterns resonate deeper still. Solomon, granted wisdom and wealth as a culmination of alignment and divine favor. Joseph, receiving Pharaoh's trust and authority after years of patient endurance. The Israelites, supplied in the wilderness at the exact moment obedience and trust intersected. Your Capricorn journey mirrors these truths. The storms, the shadows, the keys, the mountains all serve as instruments to shape readiness, to ensure that when the moment arrives, recognition, alignment, and decisive action transform patience into tangible manifestation. The corridors of your life hum with potential, unseen but perceptible to the attuned eye. Doors shimmer faintly, responding to the frequency you have cultivated through years of disciplined effort. The storm above vibrates with energy that clears obstacles rather than creates them. The key in your hand is insistent, alive with purpose, responding to the readiness that has been honed through patient endurance. Every night spent in preparation, every decision calculated and deliberate, every burden carried silently, has formed a resonance that aligns with the sudden arrival of wealth and abundance. Shadows bend and twist along the edges of perception, forming patterns that signal opportunity. The mountain beneath you, once unyielding, begins to form pathways. The storm pulses with rhythm, aligning energy channels for manifestation. Real-life stories surface. Beyoncé, turning a creative spark into massive wealth. Elon Musk, timing moves with uncanny precision. Oprah, recognizing alignment where others saw nothing. Your Capricorn energy resonates with these archetypes, attuned to subtle signs and ready to act when the moment is divinely orchestrated. Follow this message if it's pulling at you, for the currents of alignment are intensifying. The mountain bends, forming bridges over previous obstacles. Corridors stretch endlessly, doors hum with potential. Shadows pulse with subtle guidance, and the key vibrates insistently, alive with the energy of imminent manifestation. Every sacrifice, every patient night, every burden carried in silence converges here, forming a lattice of readiness and alignment. Biblical and historical archetypes converge in this rhythm. Patient endurance, preparation, and spiritual alignment meet decisive opportunity. Your Capricorn traits, discipline, foresight, endurance, resonate perfectly with the energy approaching, and the moment of sudden financial elevation draws near. The air thickens with anticipation, humming in sync with the rhythm of unseen currents. The door shimmers faintly, shadows twist toward guidance, and the storm pulses with precision. The key, warm and insistent, vibrates with life. Real-life patterns resonate. Warren Buffett, navigating years of preparation to strike sudden wealth. Denzel Washington, waiting for the right role that catalyzed recognition. Thomas Edison, aligning persistence with insight to reveal transformative innovation. Your path mirrors these archetypes: patience, observation, and preparation, converging with decisive, sudden manifestation. The corridors extend, infinite yet aligned, every shadow and flicker of light marking a threshold. The mountain beneath bends subtly, guiding the way. The storm pulses with rhythm, clearing channels for abundance to arrive. The key hums with energy, responding to the precise alignment of preparation, faith, and readiness. Every act of patient endurance, every sacrifice, every quiet night converges into this moment. The luxury, the sudden income, the tangible manifestation of effort and faith hovers just beyond perception, poised to enter as the final alignment completes. The chamber beyond the door glimmers faintly, filled with the weight of promise and challenge. Shadows twist across the floor, the storm pauses at the edges, the key thrums with life. Each moment of preparation, each silent effort, each carefully measured step converges in this suspended space. The mountain, the corridors, the locked door, all are aligned in perfect resonance. The key in your hand vibrates, alive with energy, aware of the arrival that is imminent. And as your hand lifts, poised to turn it, the air thickens with the presence of unstoppable, ancient energy, signaling that the sudden, transformative financial breakthrough is mere moments away, coiling just beyond sight. The door shivers, shadows twist in anticipation, the storm hums in harmony with the hidden currents, and the key vibrates with undeniable life. Destiny presses against your shoulders, corridors pulse with unseen rhythm, the mountain bends subtly beneath your feet, and the wealth you have envisioned shimmers faintly in the unseen. Every trial endured, every burden carried, every quiet night spent in preparation aligns perfectly for the manifestation of sudden income. In the suspended breath before your hand completes the turn, the energy coils, alive, insistent, unstoppable, ready to deliver a financial explosion that surpasses expectation, hovering just beyond recognition, poised to reveal itself in a moment of prophetic clarity. A dense quiet settles over your spirit, Capricorn, heavier than the coldest winds, sharper than any shadow that has brushed past your shoulders. Mountains rise around you, jagged and imposing, their peaks piercing clouds, yet etched with trails only the disciplined can navigate. Every stone beneath your feet vibrates faintly with the rhythm of unseen forces, currents that respond to patience, foresight, and the quiet labor that has marked your life. Follow this message if it's pulling at you, for the currents underfoot are stirring, moving in ways imperceptible yet decisive, carrying you toward a transformation that will test, elevate, and finally reward you beyond the measures you have long believed possible. The corridors of your past echo in silence, filled with the weight of closed doors, missed opportunities, and burdens borne alone. Yet each shadowed hallway, each locked room, has been a hidden alignment, shaping the space for what is about to arrive. You feel it in the tightening of your chest, the quickening of your pulse, the inexplicable sense that the world is subtly rearranging itself around your readiness. Real-life mirrors whisper here. Consider J.K. Rowling, writing in cafes, dismissed by countless publishers, every rejection a shadow that quietly aligned her for the global impact of Harry Potter. Your path resonates with this cadence, years of patience and unseen effort coalescing into the precipice of sudden elevation. Storms gather at the edges of perception, churning with a rhythm that mirrors your internal pulse. The winds do not merely rage, they shift currents, clear paths, and illuminate trails that were once obscured. The shadows along the mountains twist, not to confuse, but to guide, the key in your hand quivering with subtle insistence. Biblical resonance hums faintly. Joseph, imprisoned and betrayed, elevated in Pharaoh's palace. David, hidden in caves, suddenly crowned. Esther, overlooked and silent, stepping into destiny. Each story is not distant, Capricorn. They are encoded into your journey, hidden within the shadows, waiting for recognition, courage, and decisive action. The key warms in your palm, insistent, alive, responding to the readiness you have cultivated through years of quiet diligence. The mountains shift subtly, forming paths through what once seemed impassable. Historical echoes resonate, Alexander the Great navigating unknown lands, storms above, betrayal beneath, yet reading subtle signs and acting decisively, transforming risk into empire. Your path mirrors this archetype, Capricorn, each calculated pause, each patient night, each hidden act of preparation tuning you to the frequency required for sudden, decisive manifestation. If your spirit feels this awakening, remain close, for unseen forces are converging. Consider the Capricorn quietly laboring, building skill, network, insight, unseen by the world yet observed by destiny. Suddenly, a single conversation, a fleeting opportunity, a precise alignment of timing can catalyze years of labor into wealth, influence, and recognition. Oprah Winfrey mirrors this rhythm, seeing openings where others saw nothing, transforming rejection into fortune, effort into empire. Elon Musk mirrors it in his patient observation of imperceptible market shifts, transforming insight into exponential gain. Your journey is the same, shadows bending into guidance, the storm humming rhythmically, and the key vibrating with inevitability. The air grows thick with tension, electric with anticipation. The mountain bends, corridors stretch, doors shimmer faintly, shadows pulse with subtle cues. Every sacrifice, every patient night, every hidden effort converges here. Biblical and historical archetypes converge. Solomon receives wealth and wisdom, Joseph rises to authority, the Israelites are provisioned in perfect timing. Your Capricorn traits, discipline, endurance, foresight, resonate with these currents. Every shadow endured, every storm weathered, every locked door encountered has prepared the threshold for sudden financial elevation. Psychological tension coils within you, Capricorn, the familiar caution of your sign wrestling with a rising urgency to act. Shadows that once obscured now mark subtle signposts. The mountain, once immovable, bends. The storm pulses with purpose, clearing channels for opportunity. Real-life reflections continue. Warren Buffett quietly accumulating knowledge and observing opportunity until a precise alignment produces wealth. Denzel Washington taking pivotal roles that catalyze recognition and fortune. Every patient, disciplined action has tuned your perception to the precise moment when opportunity will erupt. The corridors hum softly with invisible currents. The door shimmers faintly, responding to the frequency you have cultivated. The storm moves rhythmically, clearing unseen obstacles. The key pulses in your palm, insistent, alive with energy. Every late night, every careful decision, every silent sacrifice converges into a lattice of readiness, aligning your Capricorn energy with the arrival of sudden income and abundance. The luxury, the tangible reward of effort and faith, hovers just beyond perception, poised to enter once recognition meets decisive action. Shadows twist along the floor, forming patterns that point the way. The mountain bends beneath your feet, clearing hidden pathways. The storm pulses rhythmically, a signal of channels opening. Real-life stories echo through this rhythm, Beyoncé seizing creative moments to transform effort into wealth, Elon Musk aligning insight with market opportunity, Oprah transforming subtle openings into empire. Your Capricorn energy resonates with these archetypes, attuned to signs unseen by others, poised to move when the divinely orchestrated moment arrives. Mountain forms a bridge where jagged rocks once blocked your path. Corridors extend infinitely, doors hum softly with potential. Shadows twist to guide, the storm pulses in synchronization, and the key vibrates in your hand with urgent insistence. Every sacrifice, every patient night, every burden carried silently aligns here, shaping a moment of sudden, transformative income. Historical and biblical echoes reinforce the pattern. Preparation, endurance, and divine alignment meet opportunity. Your Capricorn discipline resonates with the arrival of sudden elevation. Air thickens with anticipation, humming with the rhythm of currents only your attuned awareness can detect. The door shimmers faintly, shadows twist towards subtle guidance, the storm pulses rhythmically, the key vibrates with energy. Real-life parallels appear, Warren Buffett navigating patience to sudden wealth, Denzel Washington stepping into a transformative role, Thomas Edison aligning persistence with insight. Your Capricorn journey mirrors these archetypes, each patient, disciplined step converging towards sudden, decisive manifestation. The corridors extend, infinite yet aligned, every flicker of shadow, every twist of light marking thresholds. The mountain bends subtly, guiding unseen paths. The storm pulses, clearing channels for the arrival of abundance. The key thrums in your hand, alive, responsive to preparation, faith, and readiness. Every act of patient endurance, every night spent in quiet labor, Every careful step taken converges into a moment that will manifest sudden wealth and tangible reward. The chamber beyond shimmers faintly, a mixture of promise and challenge. Shadows twist across the floor, the storm pauses at the edges, the key thrums with life. Each act of preparation, each silent night, each patient choice converges here. Mountains, corridors, locked doors, all align perfectly. The key vibrates in your hand, alive with purpose, aware of what is approaching. And as your hand lifts, poised to turn, the air thickens with ancient, unstoppable energy, signaling that the transformative financial breakthrough is imminent, coiling just beyond the threshold, ready to reveal itself in a moment of prophetic clarity. The door quivers, shadows twist in anticipation, the storm hums in perfect rhythm, the key pulses insistently. Destiny presses against your shoulders, corridors vibrate with unseen energy, mountains bend subtly, and the luxury you have imagined shimmers faintly beyond perception. Every trial, every burden, every patient night aligns perfectly for sudden manifestation. In the suspended breath before your hand completes the turn, energy coils around you, alive, insistent, unstoppable, poised to deliver a financial surge that will surpass expectation, waiting just beyond recognition for the final alignment to unlock its power.